Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
We are following two big stories tonight. First, live pictures from Sky 4 over the Ambassador Bridge, where a strike by Canadian border workers has traffic backed up for miles. Much more on this in just a couple of minutes.
But we're going to begin with the steep rise in coronavirus cases. The state reporting 3,962 new cases over the past 3 days. The average 1,300 new cases a day, well back over the 1,000 mark. 4 more deaths are also being reported over that same 3-day period.
This chart really brings home what's happening here. 1 month ago today, on July 6th, the average number of new cases was 137. 4 weeks later, we come to today, and that number is up to 938. Obviously, this steep rise has state officials concerned.
I got a chance to talk to Michigan Chief Medical Executive Dr. Janae Caldoun just a short time ago to get her thoughts on today's numbers.
So I'm certainly concerned about where we are as a state. We're not seeing the rates of transmission as some other states are, particularly in the South, but I'm very concerned. And I'm also concerned about where we are, given that we know the weather will soon be getting cooler.
Right.
People will start going indoors and we'll have more risk of transmission.
You can see the rest of my conversation with Dr. J, also with Dr. Arnold Monto, the epidemiologist from the FDA, Sunday morning at 10 on Flashpoint. Now, as these cases tick upward again, health departments are, of course, watching, but also warning.
But they are not mandating masks, and many seem quite reluctant to do so. This, despite the CDC's guidance last week saying those fully vaccinated should wear masks indoors. Rod Maloney is live tonight with a look at what these health officials are saying about the situation. Rod?
Kimberly, just this afternoon, the Wayne County Health Department put out a rather plaintive press release, if you will. They're basically telling everybody that they should be wearing one of these indoors pretty much everywhere. But they also were pleading for those unvaccinated to get vaccinated. Here's the CDC's COVID Delta variant map. The map turns from blue to yellow to orange and then red. The recommendation is if your county gets to red, you should strongly suggest indoor mask wearing. Jimena Lovelock is Washtenaw County's Health Department Director.
We want to reinforce those recommendations. I don't know that we will go the further step of mandating. That's not something, at least in Washtenaw County, that I'm planning on doing right now.
Oakland County Medical Director Dr. Russell Faust said in a statement, quote, in light of the recent rise in COVID-19 cases, which include the Delta variant, we agree with the recommendation by the Centers for Disease Control for all Oakland County residents to wear masks and socially distance in public indoor spaces regardless of vaccination status, end quote. Down in Monroe County, they're more emphatic. Kim Camerzin saying in part, quote, the health department will not be issuing local public orders mandating masks, but will soon release recommendations for mask wearing in public indoor spaces for both vaccinated and unvaccinated individuals. The majority of folks will follow these recommendations, hopefully to help decrease further spread of the virus, end quote. Michigan's chief medical executive, Dr. Janae Caldoun, told us today.
As has been the case throughout this pandemic, our local health officers have stepped up and put in place the necessary policies to be able to protect the people in their jurisdictions. And I would encourage them to continue to do exactly what they've been doing.
Now, late this afternoon, Lenawee County said that they want everybody wearing a mask inside any of the county buildings, and that is a small mandate. Down in Monroe, we asked them about the mandate question, and they said, look, we want everybody wearing a mask. We would like certainly for everybody to get vaccinated, but they said the real problem here is enforcing a mandate, so therefore there isn't going to be one. Back to you.
Rod, thank you. And ahead at 6, we're taking a look at why some school districts say they're following the CDC's new guidelines, but are still not requiring students to wear masks. Okay, let's take a look at the state's vaccination rate now. 63.9% of Michigan adults have received at least one vaccine dose, falling well short of the goal of 70%. Our other top story tonight, a strike by Canadian border workers is causing massive freeway backups all day on I-75 and on I-94 in Port Huron.
Take a look at these live pictures from Sky 4 over the Ambassador Bridge. You see the problem here. Remember, the border is still closed to non-essential travel. Let's get to Grant Herms, who's following this with what it's like there on the ground. Grant?
Devin, Kimberly, this is the first movement that we've seen since we've been here. Actually, the trucker in this truck here told us that he only moved about 60 feet in an hour. I want you to take a look at how far these semis are backed up. That is stretching for miles, and all of this backup is already sparking worries about that it could hurt the international trade across the bridge here, because the Ambassador Bridge holds about 25% of all U.S.-Canada trade. Canadian border agents starting their work to rule strike, meaning they'll work, but only to the specifics of their workday and not a minute more, causing delays. Trucks backed up for miles, causing traffic jams into downtown Detroit. The strike causing delays at Michigan crossings, 2 hours at the Ambassador Bridge, an hour and 50 minutes in Port Huron, and just 15 minutes at the Windsor Tunnel. But even a small slowdown means big problems for border crossing businesses.
This is the worst time possible for an industry slowdown to occur through even if it's a work to rule situation with the slowdown, because the industry has gone through a tremendous pressure. Our signature industry, our biggest trading partner, our biggest trading industry is the auto industry. And the last thing it needs right now is a disruption.
It's important to remember that all of those trucks are packed with things like this. Hundreds of thousands of pounds of produce from Detroit's produce terminal and Ben B. Schwartz and Company here, where these things could potentially rot on trucks if they're not across the border in time.
Unfortunately, this is a very perishable industry, so it's commodity dependent, but we have commodities that are sensitive enough that after a day or two we start seeing diminished quality. So, we don't have time for trucks to sit at the border for 24, 48 hours. It's just not an option.
All of this coming as the border is set to open to non-essential travel ready to cross the border come Monday, who may need to be ready to wait as the strike continues. And on a call this afternoon, Canadian officials said that discussions were still ongoing with those unions, but did not mention if there was any end in sight. Devin?
So, Grant, what are you hearing this is going to mean then for non-essential travelers who are going to be able, or at least supposed to be able, to start crossing the border again on Monday?
Well, those same Canadian officials, Devin, said today that those non-essential travelers crossing Monday should expect some delays. Now, coming up at 6, I'll break down everything that you need to have before you cross the border next week, so all of this runs smoothly, even if you do get stuck in this traffic down here. Back to you.
So many people have waited so long for Monday. We'll keep following it through the weekend and into next week. All right, Grant. And in fact, the weekend has arrived, and so is the threat of rain. How is that working out?
Yeah, let's get over to Ben here. We're talking about rain tonight and tomorrow, Ben.
Yeah, it's going to get active here, guys. And there's a lot of us that haven't seen rain all week, and that's apparently too long for Mother Nature. Check out Storm Tracker 4, because these are some potent thunderstorms that we're watching out to the west. They're not severe, but you can tell from the colors there, they are packing a good amount of rain. Now, some of those are weakening, especially the northern edge of that line as they work their way to the east. But do expect, especially in the west zone, by about 7 p.m., maybe even sooner, of seeing some of that activity there. Could be some heavy downpours in any of these storms tonight, and we're going to continue to watch those overnight, especially in the south zone, once we get closer to tomorrow morning. But that's not it. We've got more wet weather to go for the rest of Saturday and possibly Sunday as well, though that looks like the drier of the 2 days. So coming up, we'll talk timing on that stuff tomorrow and look at some even higher heat and humidity for next week in a few minutes, guys.
Okay, Ben. Trash pickup delays in spots across Metro Detroit are causing a big mess, smell, and folks are not happy about it.
So what is causing these delays, and what can you do to get your trash picked up? Consumer investigator Hank Winchester has the answers.
This is becoming a common sight. Trash cans filled, sitting out in front of homes for sometimes weeks at a time. What is causing these big delays? Well, tonight we have answers.
The birds or critters, they've been up in there.
William Schenkel is frustrated to see the trash piling up in front of his home just west of Brighton.
It sucks because, as you can see, all this trash and everything like this is all over the place, and animals, raccoons and possums, they're going to start tearing into the trash.
William and his neighbors here haven't had trash picked up in more than 3 weeks.
They're supposed to come by Monday and pick it up, and that's all we do is keep crossing our fingers.
It's a bit of an eyesore, and frankly, it just stinks.
I try not to even go by it because the smell is, if you lift up the trash can, It's just the smell is outrageous.
And it's not just in this area. This was recently posted on the Facebook page for Plymouth Township, letting those in the area know that GFL, the trash contractor, is running behind. So what is causing the delays? I learned today trash pickup no different than many industries struggling right now because of the pandemic. They're short-staffed and their trucks need repair. The parts simply not available. A spokesperson tells me today, quote, "Our industry is not immune from the labor shortages seen throughout the nation. We are also facing delays in obtaining parts to keep our fleet vehicles in peak operating condition. Our team members have spent the last month working on weekends to remove flood damaged material from homes ravaged by recent storms. We have made operational changes to address these issues and appreciate our customers' patience and understanding while we work to resolve them." If you have trash that needs to be picked up, if it's delayed, document the timeline, take photos, contact your city leaders and GFL directly. Back out here live, I'm happy to tell you I talked with William. He left me a message a short time ago. The team from GFL was out there this afternoon. They cleaned up all the trash in his neighborhood. We appreciate them moving quickly today. But again, moving forward, it is difficult to predict whether they're going to be able to stick to a weekly timeline or whether those in that area will have to have some flexibility as GFL deals with these staffing shortages. We're live here tonight. Hank Winchester, help me, Hank.
Hank, when do they anticipate then this all to be fixed?
And Devin, they're hoping that later this year they'll get a handle on it. Again, a lot of it has to do with those trucks that are not able to hit the road because they're waiting for parts. So they are hoping that as things maybe slow down with the pandemic and things get back to normal, they'll be able to get crews back on the road.
Well, that's got to be frustrating. Yeah. All right, Hank.
Okay, we are off and running here on a Friday. Here's Paula Tupman.
Fighting for the mental health care of the healthcare workers who are fighting to save our lives.
In addition to high anxiety, lots of fear, a sense of powerlessness, a sense of feeling tired and burned out.
We'll show you what one healthcare group is doing to make sure their workers feel safe and mentally secure.
Detroit is known for its vibrant art community, and I'll show you how in the next couple of months, local artists will turn blank buildings into beautiful masterpieces like this.
But first, it's gone from bad to worse for New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. How the scandal surrounding him just entered a new phase. Next.